Morning guys, so tank, as you can see, I flattened it down. I got rid of the majority of the orange peel. What I'm planning to do now is give it a polish using varying grades of wet and dry, and then a final cut to get it back up to a gloss, and then we can start arranging the actual edges for our mould, maybe the centrepiece, because it's going to be a split two-piece mould. I've had an idea as well for possible composite layout for how the tank's going to look. It should be pretty cool. So I'll crack on with this and then I'll show you what I've got fabric wise. Okay, so this is looking loads better. Majority of the orange peel is now gone. Both sides looking pretty smooth. I'll probably need to give it one last hand polish to get it really, really shiny. And then we can think about starting up the next bit, which is where we're going to be putting the edging that runs all the way around. So we've got something for the mould to sit down onto with a flat edge, so like a return edge. And then the centre spine. And then we think about starting to put wax on and maybe making it into a mould. Okay, plan now. I need to make this edging, so I've got a return edge for the mould. So what I'm going to do is cut a big piece of cardboard, which will run down here, up and across the front. Well, then the small lip around the edge, I'll be able to tape it down without leaving a line in whatever we mould on here. And that'll give us that return edge that we can shutter everything up to. Then I need to cut out the centrepiece, which is going to be the divider for our mould, because it needs to be in two pieces, because otherwise it won't release. Hoping this plan works. It's kind of guesswork, a little bit of logic to it, but mostly guessing. So let's see what happens. I've got absolutely no idea if this is going to work or not. I'm preparing myself for failure. This is the first half. So we are taped. And what we've got is the tape runs along the seam at the bottom, which is reasonably well hidden. And then we've got the divider down the centre. I really hope this is going to work. I've got no idea. Absolutely no idea. Next step is to put on some of this. Goes a long way. Should last ages. Thanks, Gary. Put some of that on. Then wax, wax, waxy, wax, 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 wax. I can't decide if I'm going to use PVA yet or not as well. I'm nervous. Nervous. Okay, just about to hit no turning back. Got my gel coat ready. Mould ready. Decided against putting PVA on because I don't want to sacrifice the surface finish. I'm nervous. Ready? Let's go. Okay, we have immediate catastrophic failure. The paint which I put on, which I assumed, I was almost certain would be resin proof, really isn't. The gel coat has totally separated the paint from the base coat. So I'm going to leave this to go as hard as it will, but it won't go completely hard because it's gel coat. It'll stay tacky. And then see what to do next, because I'm not too sure. That's balked. The trials and tribulations. So I've completely cleaned it off now. We are back to primer on one half of the tank. What I need to do now is investigate, first of all, why it happened, and second of all, what we're going to do to paint and seal the tank again to see what we need to do next. There's a load of prep work I need to do. It's just sanding and things. It won't take too long, but a bit frustrating. Once I've worked out what to do next, I mean, the temptation at the moment is to buy another tank because, I mean, there are a couple for sale. They're about 500 quid. It's worth doing considering how much I paid for the bike, but I really want to make a composite tank. That's part of the learning experience for this. So I will peel it back a bit further, take it off of the base that I've made, do a whole shed load of sanding, which is going to take quite a while, but we'll do that. So sand it back smooth again, reprime, and then work out what we're going to do for paint next. Then we will have another go, because that's what we're doing here. This is part of the learning experience. The nice thing is that the centrepiece actually worked quite well, even though I was painting up against it and what have you. It did what I wanted it to. And there's only probably 2 or 3 hours of prep work there. It's not out of this world. Probably going to leave it there for today. And we'll see what we're going to do next. So thank you very much, guys. End on a failure, and I'm sure that we'll be able to get somewhere soon. Cheers, guys. Bye.